Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have the famous writer and lawyer, Adriana. Adriana is from south of Brazil, but she lives in Brasilia. So, let's see what Adriana has to say. Enjoy the interview. Adriana, how are you today? How are you feeling?
Hello, William. I'm great. Better because we are here talking a little bit.
Amazing, amazing. So how's your morning so far? I believe you are in Brazil right now.
Yes, I'm in Brazil. I'm in Brasilia. My morning has been busy. I did a ton of things that I couldn't do during the week. So
Very busy.
I woke up very early, worked out, went to do some shopping, some grocery shopping.
Adriana, so tell me, what's the best part of living in Brasilia, in your opinion?
Oh, the best part of living in Brasilia is when you are able to get a plane and get out of Brasilia. No, I'm kidding. The best part of here is the weather. You never have hot days like I used to have in Scouse, and you never have cold days like I used to have in South. I'm from South Brazil, from Paraná. So the weather is really amazing here. Really, really nice.
Amazing. And I believe you are a lawyer, you are a writer. So I would like you to tell me a little bit about your career as a writer and as a lawyer as well.
Well, I've been a lawyer for 31 years now. And, January 19 is the first year of my legal career. I'm a
Amazing.
corporate lawyer. And when I turned 45, I believe in the middle of a middle life crisis, I decided I have to fulfill my goal of being a writer. So I started to write my first novel, and now I already have 5 published novels.
Oh, wow. Amazing. And do you write only in English or in Portuguese as well?
No, only in English because when I decided to write the first novel, I started writing in Portuguese. But one of a great friend I have, he told me, "Are you sure you're going to publish that kind of book in Portuguese? How about your legal career? How about your clients?" So I changed everything. I went to English. And from there, I just decided to keep writing in English.
I see, I see. And so tell me a little bit, which one was your first novel? Was the Sketch of Life was the first one, or?
No, Behind the Door. It's
Behind the
a
Door.
psychological and erotic thriller. It's book number one in the Hidden Motives trilogy.
Wow.
Then comes Lara's Journal and The Brilliant Game to conclude the trilogy. Sketch of Life is my first novel.
I see, I see. All right. So before we start our journey, William the Magic Box, through the game, I'm going to explore a bit more about your career, about your books. But before we start our journey, I would like to just tell me something interesting about yourself.
Well, I'm a little bit crazy. I have attention deficit with hyperactivity, so I'm always on the move. I can't stop. I'm unstoppable. So I'm the kind of person that learns tons of things. So I know how to cook, how to dance the tango. I can paint a little bit. I can sing. I can play the piano. I speak 4 languages.
Oh my God.
I study astrology. I've been an amateur astrologer for 23 years now. And I'm always doing different things because I really can't stop. And I think the amazing thing is I was diagnosed with attention deficit. I was 40 years old. So I had to develop mechanisms to cope with something that made me feel different from other people, but I didn't know what I had. I was only looking to the sky and waiting for mother's spaceship to come back for me. And finally, I could understand that I really have some gaps that makes me different.
That's amazing. I think that's what life is about. It's about trying, doing different things in our life. I think that's what makes everything very interesting, for sure.
Make us special. To be different makes us special. We can't try to be like others. We have to be ourselves.
Adriana, so are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Sure.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So, my lovely box full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Right, Adriana, so just before we start the game, so through our journey, if there is a question that you don't have an answer for, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? It's all very friendly, right?
Okay.
Right, so the first question for you is, what is the scariest thing that happened to you?
What? No, let me think about the idea of losing my father. When I was 16 years old, my father had a heart condition. He was very young back then. He was 42, I think. And he had the scary heart condition. And I was desperate because the idea of losing my father back then and now really scares me. I don't know how life is going to be without my father. He is my safe port. So it's complicated. This idea really scares me.
I see.
And losing people I love. I think it's the scariest idea. I hate to lose people I love, my dogs, and the death of others that I love scares me. Not my own death. I'm not scared of dying. I'm scared of living a life that I can't enjoy. But I'm really scared about the others people's death.
Yes, I'm sure it's very interesting because, as you said, we can deal with ourselves, but when you think about others, the loved ones, that's what makes us more sensitive about life, isn't it?
Yes, and vulnerable.
Vulnerable, yes, for sure. And do you have brothers and sisters as well?
Yeah, two siblings, a brother and a sister. My brother is just 1 year younger than me, and my sister is 7 years younger.
Oh, wow. And all your family, they live in south of Brazil, in Paraná?
Yes, they do.
Amazing. Next question for you. Let's do it. Right, Adriana, before the next question, tell me a little bit, what was your big inspiration to start to write your novels?
Well, I just want to write a novel. I didn't have any expectations. I didn't want to publish. But then when I finished, I decided to offer for a great friend of mine. He's a Brazilian ambassador. He lives in Portugal right now. Hi, Pedro. And I asked him if he could read my novel because he's a very cultivated man. He knows the world. And when I did, he told me, "Oh, I'm slowly reader. Maybe it's going to take a while." 1 week after I gave him the text, I told me, "Publish. You have to publish. It's great. It's great. You're going to be the next Harold Robbins. You're going to be the next great author of Brazil. Just publish." And he started to pester me. Publish, 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 publish. So I decided to publish. But I have no expectations. I just want to accomplish a novel. I think every reader, every fanatic reader as I am, we have that secret dream of one day writing our own novels. And the day happened and the novel happened, and now there are 5 novels outside.
Very good, very good. Next question for you is, if I would ask your best friend right now to define yourself in a positive words and a negative word, what your friend would tell me?
Oh, let me think. My best friend is my personal trainer.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, she's also an actress, Andresa. And she would answer, her positive traits is she's tenacious and she has tons of discipline. Her worst trait is she can focus in things she doesn't like. So don't try to force Adriana do things she doesn't like, because she won't do it.
Work in progress?
Work in progress. Try to retire one day, maybe. But no, not in 20 years, I think. I love my work. I love to write. I love to be a lawyer. So working in progress now. I'm writing 2 new novels.
Mm-hmm.
And working for many clients in Brazil and São Paulo and Paraná. And as I said before, can't stop. So many things on my way.
Very good. Good for you, Adriana. Very good. Next question. Right. Next question for you is, how would you describe a perfect, healthy relationship?
I'm a serial wife. I've married 4 times, so I can talk about relationship for sure. I'm in a good relationship now, and I think the secret is respect the other person the way they are. You are not going to change anybody. Anybody changes. And if somebody changes for you, pay attention, because it won't last. So you have to respect. You chose a pineapple, eat pineapple. You choose pineapple and you want to eat oranges. So sorry. Get out and sell your pineapple back to someone or throw it away, because people have this special and unique things of being themselves, and you can change that. And boundaries. I believe I'm a ferocious believer in boundaries. Don't impose yourself, don't require presence. And maybe the first rule is you have to be happy with yourself, and you have to know how to be alone before you go into a relationship. A relationship won't make you happy. A relationship, a good one, comes when you made yourself happy. And I think for every person it's going to be different. But in my case, it worked this way. I and my husband, we sleep in separate rooms. I need 8 hours of sleep every night. He doesn't. He needs 4. He snores. I don't. I lie still like this. That's the way I'm going to wake up in the morning. So we have differences, and we respect that. He goes to his room, his sleeps are not there, and they don't care. I go to my room and I sleep, and he doesn't care. So we respect that, and we have common goals. Also, you have to have boundaries, but you have to have common goals. When a couple stops dreaming together, it's the moment that divorce comes. So we intend one day to travel around in a motorhome, through Italy or France or go to the United States with a motorhome. And we have plans for our future. And we love to share a good bottle of wine with friends. We love to gather people around the table to make a good meal. I cook French cooking, he does barbecues. So we have that in common. And for now, it's very pleasurable. But you also have to know that only fairy tales tell you are going to be happy forever and ever. Happiness is it's a matter of building. It's a matter of a brick per day. You are going to settle that brick, put in another one, and if you get out the wrong brick, everything can falls apart. So you have to know how to build and what to expect from relationships. Magic, charming prince, charming princess, Cinderella. It works on fairy tales. It's real life. Real life. It's all about working for a good relationship.
It's like a maintenance daily, every day something different to deal with, everything a challenge, something nice, something challenge. So I think that's what a relationship is about. And you don't look happiness in another person, you need to look in yourself first. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. It's more about what I can do to make you happy than you can do to make me happy. And
Absolutely.
so, if you make someone happy, that someone, if it's a good person, because there are cycles outside, that person will want to make you happy in order for you to make him happier. And it's all about building, really.
Absolutely. Next question. Let's do it. Adriana, before the next question, would you like to tell me what's the best part of being a lawyer and what's the most challenging part?
Well, the best part of being a lawyer is when you can give justice to someone. Last week, no, just before Christmas, I was already at my parents' home for vacation when I received a message from a client, and my mother listened and she had tears in her eyes because that client told me, I would like to thank you because for the first time in many, many years, you gave peace and happiness to my family. He had a long story of losing in court with bad lawyers and lousy lawyers. And last year, when I got his case, I did my best. It was really challenging because I had to read like 6,000 pages of a suit to understand, to find the mistakes, and to correct it. So I could give him justice. That's the best part of being a lawyer. The most challenging part is to make your client tell you the truth. Uh, the client can't lie to the lawyer because we lawyers need to tell a story that is coherent. We can't be surprised by a lie. And sometimes I work in a male world. Corporate law is basically male clients all the time. And when they see me, they they have this, oh, I want to be great. I don't want the lawyer, my attorney to know how bad I am, which are the bad things that I've done. And sometimes they lie and they say, no, that's not the truth. You don't lie to me, because if you lie to me, I don't know what to do when the truth comes, and the truth will come. So the challenging part is make your client tell you everything.
Let's be honest always. Let's tell the truth.
Yes, yes. For your lawyer, at least, for the priest. For the rest, you can lie, but don't lie for your lawyer, please.
Next question for you is, if you could have a superpower, what that would be and why?
To live forever. Without getting old. I would like to be a vampire. No, I hate blood. But I really would like the power of stopping time, stop aging, because every year I say that it's the best moment of my life right now. So I don't want the time corrodes that, dissolve that. But as every year I think it's my best year, maybe it's okay. But I would like to stop time so I could have my father forever. Maybe that's the reason, because he's getting old and he's almost 80, and I'm getting scared day by day.
Oh, that's sweet, sweet. Next question for you. Adriana, before the next one, tell me why Brasilia? Why did you choose to live in Brasilia?
Well, first of all, I have a very modern marriage, and I used to work in South Brazil until 13 years ago. I met my husband. I used to be a professor at a Curitiban university, and we met, and I started to work more and more for clients in Brasilia. And we married 10 years ago, and we used to live in different cities. Very rare. We used to see each other on weekends. But on the beginning of last year, we talked a lot, and we decided we were too tired of airplanes, airports, delays, air flight companies. So we decided to move together. We established some boundaries, some limits for us, and we moved together. And pandemic came 1 month after that. And we were absolutely right about that decision, because we couldn't see each other for a month if we hadn't made that move. And I say God has no reasons. I believe in God, not in a religious way, but as the strongest power we have. And I think God has plans for us. And when it's the right moment, things are going to happen, and you don't have to question too much. Why? Why me? Why now? Is this correct? Because even if it's not the correct decision, even if it's bad, you are going to have a lesson from bad experiences. So that's more or less like this.
Brazil is home for you now, for sure.
I put my heart in everything I do, and when I decide to move in, I decide to put my heart on it. So it's my home. It's my home. I have friends here. I've lived here before. When I started my career 1,000 of years ago, when dinosaurs were walking on Earth, I started it in Brasilia. I used to work for Ministry of Transportation. Our first elected president, Collor, was in power so long time ago. And I love to live here, but other opportunities came, and I always try to enjoy new opportunities. I went to work in Argentina, and after that, sometime in Paraguay, and back to Brazil, and going to teach, to be a professor, 10 years being a professor. That was a great experience. All my lawyers come from my students. So you have to put your heart in everything you do, and you're going to have a home, friends, because if you put your best part, everything is going to be all right.
Absolutely. Next question for you is, Adriana, what is the strangest gift have you ever received? The strangest or the funniest?
The funniest, it was a frog. Uh, I opened a beautiful package, beautiful package, and the most awful purse was there. It was made of leather in form of a real frog. And I thought, oh my God, this person doesn't know anything about me. I'm a classic lady. Where I'm going to go with a frog purse? But I opened because I couldn't find a reaction, and I'm a lawyer. I need some 2 or 3 seconds to find a good answer. So I opened the purse to check inside as if I was very interested in my gift. And there was a square box with a beautiful piece of jewelry.
Oh,
It was amazing. And after that, I gave that frog for many people doing the same with a good thing inside. And that was my funniest gift in life.
for sure. Next question. Right, before the next one, Diana, tell me a little bit about Life Has Other Plans, your new novel.
Wow, Life Has Other Plans is the second novel on Where the Road Goes trilogy. It's not a trilogy yet, but it's going to be. For now, it's just a series. And it's an action mystery adventure novel because to write for me, it's like cooking. It's a cauldron of flavors. I throw everything, action, mystery, love, sex, everything. And it's the story of a girl. She's a secret agent. She works for a secret organization and she travels the world chasing criminals for this private organization that started right after Second World War. And she works for them from the beginning. She's also a sniper. She's a great sniper, so she protects her companions. And also she deals with a second life, a regular life, where she's a single mom. She has to raise a complicated kid, and without letting him know about her secret life. So it's all a matter of balance, and sometimes she loses herself in the middle of that. She is a very free girl. She doesn't want to marry. She doesn't want to settle down. She doesn't want a bunch of kids. Her kid was an accident. So she needs to deal with feelings and not accepting to settle in life. She has this lover for years. He wants to marry. She doesn't. They are work companions also, and things start to get sour because she doesn't want to marry and she needs to go to her adventures. She loves it. So it's all about choices in life. It's about knowing yourself and knowing why you decided to be like this or like that. What are your fears? And it doesn't end the story, but I'm writing a sequel already, and I think there's going to be at least 2 more books for the series.
Wow. All your books, there is a little bit of yourself in there, or a little touch of your private life in there as well, or not? It's all fictional.
It's fictional, but there is no fiction without reality. So, of course, I have a huge imagination, thanks my attention deficit. I imagine a lot. I didn't live those scenes, or you would have to ask me about being a serial killer. That is one of the main characters of my first trilogy. But I imagine a lot, but of course there's a lot of me, some characters, people who know me, they tell me, oh, you are that character. That phrase is exactly a phrase that you always say. And of course, they are my kids. They come from my mind. They were born from my brains. So some of them are going to look like me. Some of them are going to be exactly like people I hate, like behaviors I hate to send people. Others are phrases I've heard, and when I heard, I thought, what a phrase to put in a book. So some friends doing things, some clients. The main character, the main female character of my first trilogy was based in the former wife of one of my clients. Of course, embellished because reality is also uglier than it can be. Fiction just imitates life, it's not the country. But I inspire myself in everything. I listen too much. I love to listen to people. If you are a good listener, on the first 5 minutes, you know someone and you pay attention, you know what to expect for the rest of your life. And after I've studied astrology, I have lots of compassion for humankind because I think we are. Oh, the biggest problem is we don't know ourselves. We are victims of stars and planets and energy until we know ourselves and are able to control our lives. When we find that power, oh my God, it's really powerful to know yourself. Know yourself and you are going to conquer the world. But it's fiction. It's fiction that there is lots of things I've seen during my life. I'm 53. The devil is not the devil because he's bad. It's because he's old.
Interesting. Next question for you is, what was your worst foot-in-mouth moment?
When my brother and I we always did things together back on our teenagers, and then of course when we grew up, we took completely separate lives. But when we were teenagers and we were start dating people, we were jealous of each other, like all brothers and all siblings are. So I was dating a guy, and this guy had big ears. And my brother said, "Oh, you are dating Dumbo." And he can fly. If you two have kids, I have this Italian nose, it's going to be Dumbo and he's going to fly. And okay, I have to revenge myself from that. So he started to date a girl, and I hated that poor girl. She didn't have done anything to me, but I hated her. And he was telling that about the years of my boyfriend again, and I thought, and you. We were on my auntie's house, and there was a woman I've never met there, and this discussion started. And I said, and you that dates this girl, she has the name of a maid. And the woman asked, and what's her name? And the woman told me, that's my name.
Oh my God.
I didn't think about what I was saying, because I don't think there is a name for a maid, for a slave, for the president. I just want revenge. And I did that, and oh my God, I'm never going to do that again in my whole life.
It was a lesson to be learned, for sure.
Oh, for the rest of my life. I was around 17 and I remember till today.
Funny. 3 questions left for you. Let's do it. before the next one, tell me how astrology came into your life? When you start to get very interested about astrology?
When I was 16, I started to learn French, and my French teacher was this wonderful woman. She seems to know everything in life. She was fantastic. She was a great influence during my whole life. We became friends. And when I came to live in Brasilia for the first time, we were apart for some time. When I went back to Curitiba, I was 30, just turned 30 years old. And I called her home to have French classes again. And her maid told me, oh, she's consulting someone. And I thought, consulting? That's weird. She's a French teacher. Christ's sake. Well, first class, I asked her, hey, what do you do? Are you a tarolog or something like that you're making consultations? And no, I'm an astrologer. And, oh, okay, can you do my chart? She said, sure. When she did my chart, it was love at first sight because she knew more about me than I knew, or at least that I could express. And I told her, I don't know what is this, but I want to learn. And I was going to study in France for some time. And she told me, no. Now you are going to learn French. You're going to do your job in France. When you come back, we can talk about that. First day I was back, put my baggage on the floor in my home. I called her and I said, now I want to learn astrology. And I really fell in love because it explains everything. From that moment on, I was a different person because I understood, as I said before, how we are victims of the energies of the universe, and people are not aware of who they are, and sometimes they are not bad, they are just coping what life gave them to do. And so astrology explains a lot, helps a lot. I could help many people because I decided it was a way to help people. So I do charts. I can do many because my schedule is totally crazy, but I do charts. And to complement charts, I study Bach flowers. You are in England, you know very well about Bach flowers, his wonderful work. And I could say airline pilots from deep depression with that little flowers, and people depressed, people with many kind of different psychological disease. So it gives me lots of pleasure. And I'm another person from astrology on, I can say.
Very interesting, Adriana. It's very interesting saying that because astrology always been around my life. As a teenager, before I left Brazil, I used to live with a lovely friend, and her dad, it's like he's in another platform of astrology. I remember being a teenager, and I remember talking to him, and he was telling me so much things about astrology, about star signs, about when I was born. I remember when he did my chart when I was 18, and I left Brazil when I was 19 years old. And I remember 1 year before, he came up to me, he said, William, I'm afraid to tell you that, but you're gonna go away. I cannot see the time when you were born. He was explaining to me about the stars, the planet, this and that. And he said, it's quite sad because there's no way I can find you here. Your world is very far away from here. And I was like, oh my God, I'm a bit scared. I was like, no, don't worry. You're gonna go back to Brazil a lot of times, but your life is out there. Your life is somewhere far away. And so I'm very lucky and fortunate that astrology always been around my life. And I totally agree what you say. It's a life changing. You know, when you start to understand more about that, about the energy around you, the time when you were born, and all the connection you have with the stars, the planets. It's a life-changing. So I'm so fortunate, and that's I'm not a specialist as you, as him, but I always have astrology people around my life. There's always someone who come up to me talking about astrology. I was like, oh my God, I feel so connected to those people. So yeah, we are like magnets. We bring people around us the way we are. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's all connected.
People tend to be near people with the same energy. And if you see someone depart from your life, thanks God, because it was not the kind of energy you deserve. Astrology is so serious for me that I have a tattoo with all planets in my back, because it's for life. It's something for life for me. And I'm going to do your chart.
Oh my God! I'm excited already. Next question for you is, good question. If you could make up a school subject, what that would be and why? Oh yeah, I think it was a delay.
To teach astrology, of course. Do you know astrology was a school subject in the Middle Age? Until the Middle Age in France? Yes, French nobles used to study astrology. It was part of their daily life. But do you remember that Cardinal Richelieu, how powerful? He thought it was to give too much power for a person. So he made the church to turn that into a sin. And only the king could have an astrologer and could learn astrology. But it was a school subject. Of course, I would teach astrology.
Amazing. You just made my day now. It just made my day now. I didn't know that. You just made my day.
Yes, it's great. It would be great. Can you imagine to teach someone to understand themselves? They are going to be amazing.
Absolutely. 2 questions left, Adriana. Let's do it. Right. Next question for you is, who was your favorite teacher and why?
My favorite teacher is Raquel, that's French teacher, because she's my model of a perfect woman. She does everything. She's a biochemical. She's an engineer, and she decided to teach French because she loved it more. And she lives her life the way she thinks. She's the daughter of one of these huge constructors who had tons of money, and we are going to see her in sandals, dressed almost always with the same dress, and doing whatever she wants. Now she decides, she's older than me, she's 65, and now she decided to adopt her white hair, and she's perfect, she's classy, she's chic, and she has that heart this big. She's a wonderful person. So she was my model, my mentor. I used to say she was the light in my life in a moment that I was really lost.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Ready for the last question?
Sure. I have some for you too.
Oh my God. Okay, Adriana, but before the last question, I would like you to tell someone out there watching the interview, who would you like to become a lawyer? What would be your best piece of advice for those people?
First, you have to understand that law means a perpetual prison with books. It's a profession where you are going to have to study day by day forever. And you must love to read, to write, and you must love also to be very disciplined, because it's about discipline, it's about delays, it's about the right moment for things. So you need to work in a tight schedule. If you are a person that you love to be outside, that you love to be with your friends, with some of people talking, selling, it's not for you. To be a lawyer is to live almost all the time inside your mind and with books, decisions, precedents, evidences. So it's like a detective work, and most of it you do alone. And you need to know if it's what you want for your life. And it's not magical. It's not like American series. You're not going to earn tons of money before you have 15 years of graduated. It's hard working. It's countless hours of work. So if you think I can do that, go. It's great. Main of all, in Brazil, now we are facing a very corrupt judiciary power. So many corrupt judges and ministers and things like that. Complicated, but there's still justice. And justice always prevails. I believe in that. I have to believe in that, or I have to quit. And if you believe in that, be a lawyer. Don't be a lawyer for money. Be a lawyer because you can make the difference between injustice and justice and the life of someone. And you can preserve jobs, and you can preserve companies, like it's my case. And you can have that phrase, you gave peace to me and my family after years and years of injustice. That's the compensation. That's what you are going to get of the most important thing in the world.
Beautiful, amazing. Last question for you is, nice question. If you could have tea, a cup of tea, with a fictional character, who that would be and why?
Mine or others?
Yours.
Mine. I would have a cup of tea with Simone. Simone is a psychiatrist. She's a tough woman. She just believes in rationality, controlling her emotions until life shows her things are not like that. And I'd like to sit with her and confront her and say, hey, get more human. You're not a goddess. So I would slap her a little bit, but I'm slapping her during the books, and she's growing.
Good for her, good for her. Adriana, it's not the end yet, okay? Let's play now the word association game. I'm going to give away some words, and you just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay.
Let's start with family.
Dad.
Money.
Traveling a lot.
Love.
Patience.
One word for life.
Unexpectable.
Okay. Sex.
Wow, great.
One word for politics.
Traumatizing.
One word for religion.
Tough, complicate.
Fear.
Dash.
Friendship.
Understanding.
Desire.
Desire. It's more than a word.
It's okay.
Bestseller, New York Times.
Oh. One word for regrets.
None.
Success.
Freedom.
One word for wish.
House.
Happiness.
Dogs.
One word for Brazil.
One word for a big country like Brazil. Future.
Amazing. Okay, one word for sketches of life.
You can plan. It's not just one word, but you can plan.
One word for behind the door.
Open the door.
Good one. How about Lada's journey? One word. Journal, sorry.
Suffering.
The brilliant game, one word.
Brilliant.
And one word for life has other plans.
Leave.
And the last one now, lawyer, one word.
Work.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your lovely husband for a coffee, and I'm going to ask him, tell me what's the most beautiful thing about Adriana, and tell me something that she still needs to improve on, to work on. What do you think he'll tell me?
He will tell you I have a big heart, because he always says that you are a good person and you have a big heart. And he always says you need more patience.
Adriana, let's play now. Adriana in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. So you can ask me a question.
Just one. No, I want to ask more. First, what's your sign?
Right, good question. My sign is Scorpio.
Oh God, they are tough. I have another one.
Amazing.
What is your most shameful and hidden desire?
Oh my God, you put me in the spot now. Right, now it's time to think about that now. Oh my God, desire, oh wow. I think desire can be very dangerous, I think.
Your wish.
Okay.
Your wish.
All right. So, okay, I'm gonna be very honest. I think one of my shame desire is to be more open about my sexual life.
About your Scorpion, and you are going to get your go.
You see? It's very interesting about Scorpio, because as you know, Scorpio, it's so about sexual things, about, oh my God, who is that?
That one, that's Juno. She wants to say hi.
Hello. Oh, beautiful.
She's my old lady. She's 10 years old.
Oh, beautiful. So yeah, answer to your question, as you know, Scorpio is all connected with sex. You know what I mean? It's very fluent about sex. But personally, I think my ascendant as well, which Sagittarius, it's something there about, it's, I don't know, I feel very blocked when I talk about sex, very kind of, you know what I mean, shy about that.
But it's only to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Scorpions are very shy. They are not shy. The word is reserved about talking about personal feelings, and sex is a feeling, and about sexual life. It's complicated for you to open because you are too secret people. Yeah.
We have two lives. As they say, Scorpio have two lives. The one they want to show off, the one they are the real one.
And they don't want to show much.
I know. Adriana, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the interview?
A lot. I had lots of fun. You are great. I really love this magic box. I've been to many interviews, but yours is so funny with your magic box. You bring the best from us, because it's all about unexpected questions and you have to be creative to answer. So when you are creative, I think it's like a chat. I felt like you were here in my room talking with me, like two old friends. You are a great interviewer, William. Really,
Thank
really, really.
Oh,
Go ahead, go ahead. You are going to have lots of success.
oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, you just made my day now. My God, listen to that from someone like you, someone so professional, someone so, you know what I mean, intelligent, so cultured. And yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I know you are very busy. You have so much going on in your life, but you took a time to do this interview with me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The pleasure was all mine.
But before you go, Adriana, I just would like to share a positive message or a positive quote, something that inspires you in life.
Never give up. Whatever you have in your mind that you need to do, just do it. It's not nice, but you have to do. You don't have to quit. If you quit, you're going to quit everything. It's small, it's big, doesn't mind. You just can't quit your dreams. You just can't not follow your dreams. It takes time. Everything takes time. You have to work for your goals, but don't give up. Never, never, never. Life is beautiful if you pursue your goals.
Amazing. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to have you on the show. And Happy New Year. Day starts. A Happy New Year for you. Regards to your husband, to your family, to your lovely dad back in São Paulo, Brazil. Wish you all the best. Enjoy your year, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Same for you, William.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice year.
Muito obrigado, então. Muito obrigado.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.